Hey guys, it's Magnum Force Outdoors here. I wanted to just run this video quick and just show you what I've run into working on my boat out here. And I installed this little light up here in the front, your navigation light. And I had to have a switch panel to run it with. So I bought this panel right here. It's got 6 toggle switches on it. And it's got 12 volt and then USBs over here. So, of course it's made in China. And what they don't provide you with is very good instructions on this thing. So it's got a positive wire for the USBs and a positive for the little meter that tells you how many volts you got, and then there's a positive for your 12 volt outlet, and then it jumps back over to the second row here to the switches back here. So you got positive running back here. Well, then that's got negative and it's tied together, and it jumps back to the second row for your negative switch. Your switch is down there for the negative. There's a little light that runs on the other side. So then there's this blue right here, this blue wire, which is a positive, which I didn't know because they don't give you a wiring diagram that's worth a damn to tell you what's what here, so you kind of got to just figure it out. I had to look up on some YouTube videos and see how other people wired it to see how it went, because the instructions are just shit. So after doing that, and I extended the blue so I could hook it to my positive, which I now have run, and I'm running it back over to the battery. And I had to do the negative, which is your negatives are black and yellow for the first row, and the second row is yellow. So they don't give you a third row for this. This is where you plug your, like my light, my front light that I just showed you is plugged in right here. So when I put the back light on, I had to make a kicker right here so I can plug the power into the back light, and a kicker so I have a ground so I can hook the ground into it, because they don't give you any grounds back here to plug into. These are all just positive plug-ins, which is retarded. Why would you do that? Well, of course it's made in China, so that's why they do that shit. So you got to get the wire and do it yourself. But I just, wanted to throw this out there saying that this is a pain in the ass. It's a nice switch. It's got a lot of nice things in the front. It'll be a nice switch when it's going. These little lights, let me get this right here. These little lights light up. That's what the blue wire is for. But there's no ground, so you've got to make your own ground wire. Add all these little kickers off the main ground like I did, so when you get for each switch, so I had to make 6 of them because there's 6 switches, so I've got 6 of these things. There's 3 over here, 3 here, and I got 1 plugged in for the light up front. So I got 5 extra ones for the 5 other switches that will be left. But it's just a real pain in the ass. It should already have at least another plug on here for ground, and or wires coming off that you can just hook to for your ground. So just thought I'd put that out there, that the wiring diagrams that they send with this are absolute shit. There's just a real basic picture, and it shows red, black, yellow, and blue, and it doesn't really tell you what they're for. It just shows you that they're there on the wiring diagram, and I don't even know where it's at. I think the wind blew it away here. It's just useless. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you that this is what you've got to add on, these little kickers, in order to make it work. Otherwise you have no ground. You'd have to run a separate ground all the way back to your battery, and you'd have a dozen grounds over there to your battery. And then on this positive one, I had to make the kicker for the backlight. So when I actually put that on, it'll mount in the hole back here, and I run the wire up. And now I've got somewhere to plug it, because I put the extra wire in there right now so I can just pull this out, plug it in, put it back in, screw it back in. So I'm going to mount it down here where I've cut this out, took the styrofoam out. I've got the wires run through the hole back here, and then it's going to come out, and I'm going to run them across the face in this conduit stuff, which I ran up to the front for the light up there. But I'm going to get some little hangers, and I'm going to hang this up here at the top of the boat along the rail, so it looks halfway nice. You're not tripping on it and stuff. But anyway, yeah, these switches are nice, but it would be really nice if they finished wiring it the way it should be, so you could have a ground to plug each one of your switches in without putting these little kicker wires on here. It's a time-consuming job, but it'll work fine when I'm done now. But just thought I'd put that out there for you. So if you're going to start this project on your boat, you know, get some extra wire. I got the red for the power and the black for the negative, and then a box of connectors and a nice tool to put them together with. And there you go. You know, I got some other connectors here I thought I may need, so I just bought some of those. But yeah, so alright, we'll talk to you next time. And if you like it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll try to get you more videos. I know they've been few and far between, but I work a full-time job and I just haven't had time to do anything, so just wanted to put this one out there for you. So we'll talk to you later.